Hello and welcome everybody to today's webinar on AI in finance and supply chain. My name is Abdullah Mahmood and I'll be guiding you through the complete session. So I am currently serving as a practice lead at Royal Cyber with over 12 years of experience in IT, project management, and cloud solution. I have the expertise and specialization in cloud transformation, DevOps, and system optimization. So let me walk through you guys through the Royal Cyber perspective. With over 20 years plus of experience throughout the globe and 2,000 plus employees globally, we have 500 plus certified consultants in more than 10 geographical areas in the 5 continents, and we have the sentiment of 600 plus clients across the globe. Let's talk about GCP native tools that are powerhousing the financial sector. Okay, so the agenda of this presentation oriented around the service offerings in GCP, which can be used to mold the data to make out the useful information. And that information can become be coming from the industries like e-commerce, medical, food, health, oil, fertilizer industries, you name it. And if we see what accelerates the industries to grow, it was and it always going to be the data. Data which helps them to analyze the demand and supply and predict the requirements, information which can help them to establish such practices to improve their delivery, create insight and the data to make decision and so on. So the key services of GCP Cloud Native can be used for this purpose, which are Vertex AI. It's a GCP AI suite that helps you train and create models, smart application, AI-oriented agents, which can act when you are not available, or you make them look like or act over like a given situation. Gemini, it's an AI large model that gives you the information of the provided prompts and takes the next step by providing real-time outcomes for suggestions and set of steps. Sorry. BigQuery is a GCP serverless data warehouse which has the capability of BigQuery ML models, vector data sets for embedded text, and machine learning model. It's a pre-built model residing in the Vertex AI in Model Garden, one of the one of the main features of Vertex AI capabilities. So let's take an example of financial forecasting with GCP. Let me start by drawing your attention to time series prediction analysis using Vertex AI AutoML forecasting model. This service enables businesses to analyze and predict future trends using machine learning models trained on private datasets. It can be Excel format or whatever datasets that you have available. Once the ML model is trained, you can provide new input data and it will generate the predictive insight based on the historical pattern that you have trained it on. The key features of Vertex AI forecasting is automated model architecture search. It evaluates hundreds of different models architectures and identifies the best performing model setup for a given dataset. Hierarchical forecasting generates accurate forecasting at multiple levels, SKUs, stores, and geographic. It also helps organizations to overcome silos and improve decision making. Third, and the most, support for structured and unstructured data. It ingests large volumes of diverse data, including weather patterns, product reviews, macroeconomical indicators, competitor actions, commodities pricing, and freight charges. It has an explainability for better decision making. By how it works is it identifies key factors influencing the forecast, helps decision makers understand demand drivers, and take proactive measures. You will see a short demo of AutoML forecasting in action, demonstrating how it applies time series analysis to a real world business scenario in the coming slides. So let us talk about why did we choose, or why should we choose GCP? GCP is cost effective in pricing. It provides a wide range of AI ML excellence, Vertex AI, AutoML, and Gemini AI for seamless automation. It provides scalability on BigQuery, Cloud Function, and GKE for high performance. It's cost effective in terms of pay as you go model, optimizes for AI and ML and analytics. It has a great variety of security integrations like IAM, encryption, and seamless multi-cloud and hybrid support. It has a global presence, and then again, it's developer friendly. Okay, let's have a small discussion on a case study or a customer that we had. So we had a retail superstore which with multiple branches in North America that wanted our help. Our goal was to identify, categorize, and develop new pattern of how they can function. The leadership team had asked us to split customers into 5 different groups based on their order behavior and generate descriptive statistics about each group. However, they also wanted to give them the actionable steps which they could use in the future. So to help the marketing team identify, categorize, and develop new customers by segmenting into 5 different groups based on the behavior, the pattern, and the actionable insight. We utilize Gemini, Vertex AI, and BigQuery to create and visualize a k-mean clustering model. We generated descriptive statistics for each customer group, and we provided data-driven recommendations for marketing strategies. And the tools, as I mentioned, were Gemini AI for analyzing customer trend, Vertex AI was to running and visualizing the cluster model, and BigQuery for storing the query e-commerce data. Okay, so what was the methodology? It's quite simple. Data collection, data processing, model development, visualization and insight, and actionable strategies. It all comes under the hierarchy of organizing, of first of all, collecting, organization, processing, and then getting a processed outcome from it. And the key deliverable were a detailed breakdown of 5 customer groups, statistical summary and behavior pattern. For marketing recommendation, this was one of the good feature of this. We tailored strategies for customer engagement, and this was all given on a visualized dashboard. Okay, let me give you a brief introduction of how this slide is representing. The first screenshot is the visualization of the k-mean cluster model result, specifically generating a scatter plot to look at the relationship between the days since the last order was, last order by average spend was done, colored by segment ID, which was generated using the k-mean model. The second screenshot is the k-mean model assigning each customer to a cluster from the model, generating a summary of statistics for each cluster. We use Gemini to generate code from the prompts to create a marketing campaign with the customer insight and next steps for the marketing strategies. For this assisted basically how the marketing team can approach these customer group. For each segment defined by the k-mean model, we generated 3 items that can be used by the marketing team: the title, the persona, and the next marketing steps. Okay, as you can see over here, so we have 5 customer groups that was created. The lapsed loyalty is the first one. So these were the customer who haven't returned in a certain amount of time, like they had been customer in the past, and what kind of strategies would we incline towards calling them back? So the options were obviously identified by the k-mean model to launch a re-engagement campaign emails/ads, offer exclusive discounts or loyalty rewards, and suggest them a relatively new product relating to their past behavior. The second one are the occasional treaters. So these were infrequent buyers who spend more per purchase, often for a special occasion. So infrequent buyers. And the strategy that the KME model provided us were to highlight product exclusivity and premium value, offer these customer time limiting promotion or curated bundles, and create urgency with a limited edition or flash sale. Cluster 3 are the one and done buyers. For us, these buyers are the people who have single purchase customers who haven't returned, possibly due to a neutral experience. What we could do is to call them back or collect feedback via post, purchase, and survey, recommend related or complementary products, build trust with testimonial and social proof. Moving towards the fourth cluster, the big spenders. These customers spend significantly more than the others and are likely to be more loyal and valuable segment of these five customer spaces. They appreciated high quality product and personalized experience. So what were the marketing strategy in this? Develop a VIP program, offer exclusive benefits, early access to new product, and personalized customers. Personalized communication and offers. Tailor your marketing messages and promotion to their specific trust and purchase history. And last but not the least, cluster number 5, the price conscious shoppers. These customers are primarily driven by price and make infrequent low purchases. They are likely to compare price and seek best deals. So the marketing strategy produced for these guys were to promote competitive pricing and value-driven offers by highlighting competitive pricing and bundle these to attract price-sensitive customers. And the other part was to reduce purchase barriers by offering free shipping or maybe an attractive incentive. Okay, moving to the next. What were the benefits of these scenarios or these predictive models and k-means? We had an improved customer targeting strategy. We improved the optimized resource allocation, and this helped the management to have an enhanced decision making. Then again, this all was related to the data they had provided. Now, financial forecasting with GCP. As seen in this slide, the time series data of the product illustrates an inverse relationship between supply and demand. When supply is high, demand is low, and vice versa. This imbalance can lead to a revenue loss. So to address this issue, as discussed in my previous slide, we had leveraged the capability of GCP Vertex AI in machine learning. Specifically, the slide introduces AutoML forecasting, a fully managed service within the Vertex AI platform. With these capabilities, we can predict future product sales, help customers optimize supply and demand allocation effectively. Okay, so this is a brief explanation of how this solution was implemented. The workflow overview of this AI model training and batch prediction was the first, as I mentioned earlier, data ingestion. The sales data is collected and inserted for training. The second, data analysis and training. The data is analyzed and trained using Google AutoML to identify patterns. The third one is the model creation. Once the training is complete, a predictive model is generated. The fourth one, batch prediction. For future sales and forecasting, new data is provided to the trained model for batch prediction, And at the end of the day, the outcome is this approach enables accurate and automatic sales forecasting, reducing manual effort and improved decision making. Let's move towards the POC that we gave. Okay. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to navigate to the AI Vertex AI service for the data set. Okay. So here we have three buckets for generating model, second for input of the model, and last for output data for the model. Okay. The data type will be tabular. We'll make sure that it's tabular, and we will be selecting the forecasting model. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's create it. Awesome. Okay, so under the source select, we will use CSV file for cloud storage. Select the sales data from one of the buckets. Continue. The series identifier column and timestamp column will be selected. And according to the data, in our data, we will have three columns: sales date, vehicle model, and uh, in festival and in units sold. Okay. Okay. In training model, we have selected AutoML and keep the other setting as default. Under the model details, select, yeah, okay. Okay, awesome. So it's going to be sales unit, awesome. And the model will be vehicle. Now the days will be selected at 30 numbers. Okay. 30. In the context window, I will select 45. And under the training option, keep the selecting default and hit the continue button. Yeah. Okay. As we can see in the right model is starting to train the model. Okay. We'll first select the budget. Start training. So it's starting the training part. And as you can see, so we have already created our model with the same data set. If we open that, we can see the feature importance. It tells you which feature is important for the prediction. Now let's create a batch prediction. Select the input file, destination path, and batch prediction output, bucket destination path, and hit continue. Mhm. Okay, if we see the output if we see the input file, it has the same number of columns in which our model is trained. Hit create. Okay, now we can see in the coming model it is working on it, and we can see that the sales prediction is starting running. It will take some time. For this reason, we already have the sales prediction ready. If we click on there will be an export location. Click on it, and it will redirect to the location of the bucket which contains the CSV file of the prediction of the future sales. Once we open it, we'll find out the predicted units sold. As you can see in the last column, you can see the predicted units sold. So it's a reflection of the data we provided and the working of the Vertex AI. Okay. So having said that, let me move towards the closure and the ending of our this webinar by showcasing or explaining the RC Royal Cyber capabilities. So we have the cloud integration expertise on TensorFlow, ServiceNow, Jira, Google Kubernetes, and since we are partners with Google, we have a direct relation with the GCP clients as well. We have the experience on Zoho CRM, Salesforce, ELK, Prometheus, New Relic, and many more services like infrastructure as a code service such as Terraform, Google Cloud Developer Manager, Ansible, the DevOps tools, Jenkins, Azure DevOps, Circus CI, API management by Apigee, and stuff like that. And we provide managed services, which includes multi-cloud and hybrid cloud management, user support and training, cloud migration services, DevOps and automation, application management, infrastructure management, cloud security, backup and disaster recovery, performance and monitoring, and cost management and optimization. With these kind of services, we also provide cloud professional services such as cloud application development, architecture design, security assessment, strategy consultancy, cloud FinOps, compliance and governance, disaster recovery planning, migration services, and performance optimization. So some of the solution coverage that we work on is migration, modernization, hybrid cloud, cloud security, cloud ops, FinOps, GenAI, and DevOps. In the last, I would like to give a pre-sample of our team. As I mentioned, my name is Abdullah Mahmood. I'm working as the GCP Practice Lead. We have our Global Practice Lead, Hasib Abdul, our Digital Transformation Leader, Tahir Imran, and Sunny Dogar as the Digital Transformation Advisor. Now, we'll have a open session for Q&A. Please let me know if you have any queries, and I'll be glad to address that. Okay. I think I have a question. Mhm. Okay, what is the role of Gemini AI in customer segmentation? So Gemini AI analyzes customer behavior, trends, and helps in creating k-means clustering models to group customers. It also generates descriptive insights and visualization, helping teams to take data-driven marketing actions. Okay. Okay. Can you share some key benefits of the forecasting solution you implemented? Okay. So benefits include improved forecasting accuracy, reduce operational risks, enhanced resource allocation, and faster decision making. The clients experienced an increase in agility and measurable ROI in areas like sales and customer engagement. Okay. Okay, there is one strategical question. How does Royal Cyber supports customer in their cloud transformation journey? Okay, so we provide end-to-end cloud service including architecture design, migration, FinOps, compliance, and disaster recovery, which comprises of managed services across all the clouds, multiple verticals, ensuring faster time to value and compliance with regulatory standards. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is a good question. What industries can benefit the most from your AI forecasting solution? So, our solutions are versatile and have been deployed across banking, finance, retail, and manufacturing industries. Any data rich organization looking to improve forecasting and customer insights or operational efficiency can benefit from these kind of models. Okay. And I think that was the final question. Um, Thank you everybody for joining in, and it was a pleasure having this session with you guys. I hope it was insightful for you and everybody else. So thank you for joining in, and bye bye.